Hello everyone, attendant of the Quetelet 2024 and attending the ceremony for the first Demog-Crazy Award. My name is Adrien Remund and I'm speaking on behalf of Louise and Meijering and Hinke Haisma, the co-authors of this paper, who unfortunately could not be with me on short notice. We only recently learned that we won, and unfortunately we could not organize a video with all of us, but we all mean what I'm about to say. So it's a great honor to receive this award. We enjoyed very much the challenge, first the goal. We thought this was a brilliant idea to bring a breath of fresh air in science, to remind us that science is also about having fun, but also without losing sight of the message we want to send. And we enjoyed very much writing this paper. We did not expect to win. We're deeply sorry not to be able to join all of you for this great conference, but we prepared a little surprise for you. We're also very curious about the other entries and hope to be able to discover them soon. The manuscript is not published yet. We are working on the revision thanks to the constructive and cunning suggestions of the reviewers, but we're happy to share the substance of it here. This is a paper that stems from a reflection of the nature of demography and population studies, which we had at the Population Research Center in Groningen last year, when we elaborated the strategic plan. And one of the particularities of our department is the importance of qualitative methods and interdisciplinary approach, especially in the context of a faculty which is dominated by geographers and planners. So in that context, we forced ourselves, or we set ourselves the objective to read again some of the classic and more recent critiques of our field, such as Ron Lee's paper from 2001 and more recently Wolfgang Lutz's. And we were struck by the expression for some of these leading figures that the field of demography was losing its core, in Ron Lee's words. And on the contrary, we had the feeling that formal demography was very much alive and still there, but maybe more distilled, spread across the field. And this inspired us the relatively serious reflection on this paper, which we expressed in a definitely unserious way, starting from Ron Lee's donut metaphor. For those of us who don't remember this metaphor, according to this, Ron Lee described demography as losing its core, and by this he meant formal demography, and resembling more and more a donut shape. So in our paper, we argue that this fear is misplaced, and we cannot let ourselves to be blinded by the only American donut, and we should consider instead the whole range of deep-fried delicacies of the world to find a more appropriate and optimistic model to aim for us. In order to realize this experiment and this research, we tasted many national and local specialties, from the German Berliner to the Belgian waffles, the English Christmas pudding, the churros, and each of them had their, little taste, little differences. An important conclusion that we reached is that this kind of investigation requires a serious stomach and a powerful capacity to digest information. We should say that there is no perfect model, there is no perfect delicacy, but on the contrary, each country and each region has its own specialty that adds a different flavor to the analysis. In perfect objectivity, of course, being based in Groningen, we of course landed on what we believe is the best representation for demography, the Oliebollen. And the Oliebollen has the specialty of being round. And being round doesn't expose one particular face or another. It communicates unity and homogeneity, but with the specialty of the Oliebollen containing also little nuggets of raisins. And this raisins could be a symbol for the little parts of formal demography that are very important in our field, but are maybe spread a bit across the field and are begin to be useful to different objectives, different research questions, rather than just being solely alone at the center, maybe like in a Berliner. Of course, we expect disagreements, and we are very open to extend and repeat our experiment and taste more delicacies, of course. After all, replicability is fundamental to solid research, so we therefore hope to continue this debate at each conference and would like to propose the creation of new panels from EAPS and IOSSP to have tasting booth in Brisbane and Bologna, for instance. To get yourself in the mood, we have recorded an in-situ experiment where Louise and I performed on Tuesday at the Grote Markt Square in Groningen and on the rooftop of the Forum building. In true respect of fair and open science principle, which will store this material in a repository. Since we could not finish the bag of Oliebollen, we sent the leftover by post, and we hope that they will get you in time for the ceremony. Otherwise, we're pretty confident that you will find a nice Belgian waffle to keep the experiment alive and continue the quest for the ideal culinary metaphor of our field. We wish you a perfect conference and long live the Demog-Crazy Award.
Wat is een oliebol toch een grappig ding. Nu klinkt het nog veel leuker nu ik erover zing. De oliebol is rond en hij eet heel lekker weg. Maar wat gebeurt er als ik het woord oliebol nu zeg? Zeg maar oliebol tegen je moeder. Oliebol, oliebol. Zeg maar oliebol tegen je vader. Oliebol, oliebol. Zeg maar oliebol tegen Fien.
Nou ja zeg!
Een oliebol is grappig en dat kun je ook wel zien.
Wat is een oliebol? Toch een grappig ding. Nu klinkt het nog veel leuker nu ik erover zing. De oliebol is rond en hij eet heel lekker weg. Maar wat gebeurt er als ik het woord oliebol nu zeg?
Every country has its own flavor of demography.
And every country has its own deep-fried delight. We're proud to present you the Dutch oliebol from the city of Groningen.